everyone. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's quite a nice morning actually in Steeple Aston. And today we're off to the we're off to the Homebuilding and Renovating Show at the Excel Centre in London. We're hoping to have some meetings with some experts to get some advice on our plans, which are not very advanced at the moment, but we've got some basic ideas of some of the things we want to do, and it'll be good to talk to some experts. So we'll see what they say and hopefully get some good ideas. We just arrived at the bus station and we just bought some tickets. But the coffee shop's not open, so we've got to wait until we enter London before we have a coffee.
I've got some breakfast biscuits there.
We've got some breakfast biscuits. And it is a really nice morning.
Welcome aboard the Oxford Tube. Please listen carefully to the following safety announcement.
Just got to Tower Gateway DLR and it's shut, so we had to figure out our plan B, which at the moment means going all the way back to Westminster. This is going to take a while, I think. We finally made it to the Excel Centre. Feels like we've been zigzagging all over London to get here this morning on the tube because the DLR was closed. We made it, so we're going to go and find where we get in, try and book some meetings with some experts, and then have a coffee hopefully.
Yeah.
First thing we're going to do is to book a meeting with an expert. We've got a short list, about 4 people that we quite like to speak to, so we're in the queue at the moment. It's quite a long queue, so it might take 5-10 minutes to get there. Okay, first meeting is booked with architect. Not sure who yet, but we're good just to speak to someone and run through our ideas and our questions and see what they say. So we just had our first meeting with an expert, which was really good actually, and we mentioned the fact that we were looking at Graven Hill, and he was quite familiar with it because his company has been working with a client to design a plot for the Grand Designs competition at Graven Hill. So we're going to go and see the stand where his colleagues are working, and hopefully see if we can learn a bit more about their design for Graven Hill. Just had a quick discussion with somebody at Model Projects, Kathryn at Model Projects, going through one of the designs they've done at Graven Hill, which was really useful, and we got a bit of inside information, which was good. So we just sat down to have some lunch. Anne's having a pizza, and I'm having a meatball sandwich. We've just been to see Ron Beattie of Beattie Passive, and so they they build passive houses, timber frame passive houses with an injected insulation system to form the outer structure. And they provide training so that you can build it yourself. They can potentially deliver the materials and then you construct it yourself, or they can build it for you. So quite a lot of interesting options there. Sounds quite useful. And so we're just going to have a wander around now, I think, before we watch one of the presentations, which is actually going to be by Rob Beattie as well. So, another update. Just had a discussion with Buildstore about mortgages, and that was actually quite useful. They gave us a pretty detailed rundown of how self-build mortgage can work, and we were able to go through some of the numbers we've got to get some sort of ballpark figure on what we would be able to potentially borrow, which is quite useful, so that we know hopefully whether we're in the right kind of area on our overall budget. So yeah, it's good. I'm feeling quite drained because there's a lot of talking, a lot of thinking. It's all happening quite quickly because everything's in such a hurry. But it's been quite useful so far. So I think the rest of the day now is just going to listen to a couple of presentations maybe, and then just have a little bit of a wander around, and that'll probably be about it. So just having another coffee, regain our energy before we go off again. Just about to listen to a presentation in the Self-Build Theatre. This one's called The Beginner's Guide to Energy Efficient Home Design with Ron Beattie of Beattie Passive. That's Ron. Should be good. Had another presentation from Ron Beattie, Beattie Passive, which was talking about NV HR systems and battery storage systems, and making sure you've allowed for all your services, etc. in your passive house, which is quite useful to know about. And so that's the last presentation we're going to see today, so probably got another half an hour just to have a quick wander around, see what else there is at the show, and then hopefully that'll be it and we can go home. Okay, so we just finished looking around, so we're going to go home now. And I think overall it was quite useful. We learned a few little bits and bobs about passive house and that sort of thing. But I think the most useful thing was that we made a few contacts. Most people we spoke to seem to know a bit about Graven Hill, so we've picked up a few contacts, which I think will be quite useful for us to learn a bit more, keep in touch with people and see what the latest news is. So that was quite useful. Otherwise, it was just the usual mix of all the usual stuff: windows, tiling systems, bathrooms, staircases, guttering systems, all the stuff that's not really that useful for us yet because we haven't got any firm plans. So, but I think when we do have some firm plans, we'll be able to come back and talk to people a bit more specifically about that. But yeah, overall, I thought it was quite good, worth coming.
I think we've been to this show and Grand Design Show and things like that before, and just kind of generally had a look around, and it's been interesting but not necessarily that useful. But this time, because we're a bit more specific about what we wanted to see, I think today's been quite useful. Because we did a bit of work beforehand, and we had a list of the people that we wanted to try and see and the talks that we wanted to try and see, so we made the most out of what we did today. So I definitely recommend, if you're coming to a show like this, have a list of the specific types of things you want to look at, the people you're interested in talking to, before you you cover to make the most of your time, because today's actually gone quite quickly.
Yeah, we got here at 10 o'clock, just after 10, and we haven't stopped. It is now just gone 4 o'clock.
So you definitely need to have a plan to make the best use of your day. But I think today's actually been a worthwhile day, and as Dean said, we've made quite a few contacts, and hopefully we might be able to get a bit more information about Graven Hill through our contacts that we made today. So yeah, a good day.
Yeah.